Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm Malik Hodge, and this is War Alert. Brothers and sisters, we're at war. The abomination of desolation has been going on for a year now. False Israel's abominable, cruel destruction of the Palestinian people. Brothers and sisters, therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, let the reader understand that the abomination of desolation is a sign that is given to the world for the world to see the sign of a people being destroyed by a group of people. And this genocide that false Israel is carrying out has caught the attention of the nations of the world. Brothers and sisters, the abomination of desolation abominable means causing moral revulsion. A sentence of the definition. Hamas's uprising was suppressed by false Israel's abominable, cruel destruction. Abomination. Abominable, brothers and sisters. The very definition is what you're witnessing. Brothers and sisters, this genocide that is being carried out by false Israel is being funded, backed, and supplied by America and Britain. False Israel is bombing civilians, churches, UN peace. False Israel is bombing hospitals, apartment complexes, refugee camps. No restriction. Anything false Israel does out of anger, out of anger, they're killing civilians, mostly women and children. Hamas, Hezbollah, Iran, the Houthis, Syria, or those that are in Iraq, any strike and every strike has been conducted on military targets. Brothers and sisters, the world is witnessing false Israel, those that call themselves Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That genocide and negligence and racism, colonialism, everything is being seen in their actions. America is not condemning them. Britain is not condemning them for their actions. They're supplying and funding their action, and they're protecting them, backing them in their actions in this genocide. Brothers and sisters, false Israel's actions have been made to see for the world and Americans that the same laws that is used to condemn other nations, to sanction other nations, these laws don't apply when it comes to false Israel, America, and Britain in the West. So, brothers and sisters, all these things are taking place, brothers and sisters, in your eyesight as a sign of where we are today from the unsealed scriptures to prepare you for the apocalypse, because what you're witnessing is going to trigger the apocalypse. The abomination of desolation, is a sign and the trigger to the apocalypse. Brothers and sisters, false Israel is false. False Israel will be destroyed. Destroyed, brothers and sisters, in 2024. This year. Brothers and sisters, false Israel is false. False Israel has stolen our identity. False Israel has created or forged an identity, an image, and has plastered it all over the world of who we are, or what we look like, or how we think, or what they want the world to see us as. Using their propaganda wheel, their TV, their radios, Hollywood, these things that they control, false Israel. They control the music business. They control what you hear. They control what you see. They control what kind of clothes, from your ears to your clothes, to how you think, what you eat. Everything is being controlled, brothers and sisters, through their propaganda. through their television, to the things that these false Jews own. Brothers and sisters, false Israel has the world looking at us like we're nothing. We're nothing people. We're lazy, good for nothing, low lives. Brothers and sisters, false Israel was set up by America and Britain to keep you thinking that they're the true seed of Abraham. False Israel was set up by America and Britain, brothers and sisters, in 1948 to make you and the world think that the Abrahamic covenant have been fulfilled. That the truth that Abraham's seed have been set back in this land. This is the lie that is about to be destroyed, brothers and sisters. This is the lie that was forged in 1948. That false Israel is the true seed of Abraham. And this is the lie that they have put this false image to the world and have the world worshiping this false image. Brothers and sisters, false Israel's destruction is coming this year. False Israel's destruction is near. False Israel's destruction so when you see the abomination that causes desolation, standing where it does not belong, let the reader understand, then let those that are in Judea flee to the mountains. False Israel is an abomination that causes desolation. An abomination that is standing where it does not belong. It does not belong in Palestine. That's an abomination. False Israel is false. They're brothers and sisters, they don't belong in Palestine. And they're going to be removed this year. Now, scriptures state, brothers and sisters, scriptures state how long is this abomination going to take place? Or how long is this abomination going to last? Brothers and sisters, it says, then I heard a saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgressions of the desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot? And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. Brothers and sisters, the sanctuary is the land, the host, or the people. False Israel is the transgressor that is causing this desolation. And how long will this is taking place. It states, brothers and sisters, 2,300 days. So, 2,300 divided by 30, brothers and sisters, giving you 76.6. Brothers and sisters, 1948, false Israel was set up by America and Britain. At 76.6, that brings you to 2024. Brothers and sisters, 76 years, and then the sanctuary shall be cleansed. False Israel will be destroyed this year. So, brothers and sisters, let me see where we are in time, okay? False Israel is false. And in front of the world, false Israel is being condemned even by the Americans. You know, you hear the Christians and people, their own people, condemning them, their actions. You hear, you know, brothers and sisters, these Americans, oh, false Israel, they're wrong for what they're doing. That's it's genocide. Brothers and sisters, then you ask them about the Holocaust or our 400-year sojourn here. Oh, get amnesia. They forget that false Israel was just doing what America and Britain was doing at a smaller scale, at a far smaller scale than what America did, what Britain did. In hold on, we say that is the false Jews assisted in that. So, brothers and sisters, this genocide that is being carried out is even a reminder of the nature of the individuals that we're dealing with. Their nature has not changed, brothers and sisters. And the Abrahamic covenant is what they're trying to use to give credence or back up or narrate this lie with. To get this lie life, they got trying to use the vision and the Abraham covenant. They're trying to use the Abraham covenant as why false Israel was sitting in Palestine or in the Middle East period, claiming that they're the true seed of Abraham. Now, brothers and sisters, in closing, I'm gonna make this quick. Hopefully. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And afterward shall they come out with great substance, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they shall come here, there, again. For the iniquities of the Amorites are not yet full. Brothers and sisters, false Israel has stolen our identity in making this claim that they're the true seed of Abraham. False Israel has been exposed 2,000 years ago, back in the time of Isa, Mary, or what they call Jesus. The false Jews shared then, brothers and sisters, that they had not been up under the foot. We've never been. They told Jesus this. We've never been up under the foot of no man. What do you mean you're going to set us free? So they was exposed 2,000 years ago. And then, brothers and sisters, play with your mind. They try to use this 4-year, what they call a Holocaust, this 4-year period from 41 to 45, 1941 to 1945, and trying to claim that in this 4-year period that Hitler and the Nazis carried out the most cruel, affliction of people, or on torture of a people ever before. In 4 years, brothers and sisters, these are the things that they try to magnify, pull scripture with, to try to make you think that the covenant has been carried out. False Israel has went through, these false Jews have went through such a terrible ordeal in 4 years. To try to put that 4-year picture in some way, smear it in so you don't understand or can't see or witness it. But brothers and sisters, we know damn well 4 years is not 400. And a lot of those people that went through that 4 years, after that 4 years, they was able to live their life out. Brothers and sisters, we know they cannot take this horror that Abraham see, this vision that Abraham had of his seed being took from their land, took to a strange land, enslaved and afflicted 400, brothers and sisters, hundreds of years, born, die slaves, born, die slaves for hundreds of years. brothers and sisters, can take credit for what you have endured through in America. And false Israel, brothers and sisters, owned the slave ships. What's the slave drivers? What's the thieves? What's the kidnappers? Brothers and sisters, unrestricted murder, genocide, rape of our women. Brothers and sisters, unrestricted 24/7, 365 for hundreds of years. Can't nobody take this from you. Do not let anyone, no nation, no one can take this from the true seed of Abraham. However, brothers and sisters, false Israel has stolen our identity. And in the same day, brothers and sisters, in the same day, so we know from 1619 to 2019, that's 400 years. The false Jews, nothing that they can muster up. It's nothing but lies. Brothers and sisters, the scriptures tell you can't believe a word that this devil say. You can't believe Satan or the devil. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. They're the fathers. They're the God of it. They're murderers, thieves, liars. You can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth, their mouths. Nothing. Now, in the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the river, into the great river, the river Euphrates. Brothers and sisters, Saudi Arabia, the house of Saud, try to, this is some work of Britain. Can't think of his name right now. Try to write Saudi in front of Arabia. When it's been Arabia for thousands of years, then you find out that for the past, what you want to say, for the past less than 100, it's been written Saudi in front of it. So what, and who's keeping them in that land? Who's protecting the house of Saud? Who's protecting the kingdom? America and Britain. As they get cheap oil, cheap gas to fuel their resistance. Brothers and sisters, enemies sitting on our land. And they're in cahoots. These are nations that are against us. Brothers and sisters, you have to understand, we're at the bottom. We're despised. We're hated by the nations. It ain't just the devils And Satan, it's the Sunnis. It ain't just Ismail and the Sunni. It's uh, the Africans. I'll think of it in a minute. Um, all right, brothers and sisters. Esau, the Africans. Esau, my older brother. Brothers and sisters, we're looked at, looked down on by the nations. And even in our lowest, at our lowest, they still, this world, they, they what, they still want to listen to our music. They still want to, you know, walk like us. They still want our abilities, our the way we walk, dress, play. They still envy us at our lowest, at the Lord, at our lowest form, at lowest point. We're envied still, brothers and sisters. In closing, the messenger of the covenant, brothers and sisters, the only one that is sharing with us the Abraham covenant, the one that shared with us in 2020. Don't worry about taking no vaccine. It's going to pass us over. This is the Passover, and they will recognize it. The scripture said, "Those with the blood of the Lamb," that this this um, plague will not touch or will not kill. Let's say that will not kill us. So those with the blood of the Lamb, with the DNA, the blood, the DNA. So all the original people, this it passed over us. And as you see, it didn't pass over false Israel. It didn't pass over this. It passed over no one else. But it did pass over the original nations. Passes over. It didn't hit Africa. It didn't hit Haiti. However, brothers and sisters, America is being judged. The messenger of the covenant is sharing with us that we're not taking anything less than leaving, getting out of here. We don't want no blood-soaked lands. You can't pay us for what you did to our ancestors and our women. You can't pay for that. You can't pay your way. You can't buy your way out of that. Brothers and sisters, the messenger of the covenant is sharing with us that we're going home. The Lord made a covenant with Abraham, and everyone, no one wants you to know that you have this covenant, that the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, until thy seed have I given you this land. So this land, brothers and sisters, is what, this is the hush hush. This is what they don't want you to hear. This is why they will not speak it. No one to speak. That's why they can't speak on it. Farrakhan, that you never heard him say anything about it, because he's trying to sell you on 7 states, 6 or 7 states here in America. Reparations. Oh, go ahead on, Trump. You make a deal. You're sinful. You need to atone. All these things trying to keep you loving this American scheme, sharing with you that you have to come out of America mentally, but not physically. So, blatantly calling God a lie. God said, no, I've given you a covenant. I made a covenant with Abraham. Seed. I've given them land. And Abraham's seed. Brothers and sisters, this is what they experienced this 400 years in this strange land. So, the experience of what Abraham's vision was, so his seed went through his vision. And they, unto them, they were given the land from the great river Egypt to the great river Euphrates. Now, brothers and sisters, behold, I have sent my messenger who will prepare the way before me. Then the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple, the messenger of the covenant, in whom your delight. See, he is coming, says the Lord of hosts. The messenger of the covenant. Brothers and sisters, the messenger of the covenant, Joshua, Daniel the prophet, Master Suleiman, is working 24/7, day in and day out, for 30 plus years to get you this information. If you're wanting, if you want to change, if you're looking for a way out, if your nature is sharing with you that that there's something better, the messenger of the covenant is sharing with you. You have a covenant. You have land that is yours. That we're getting up, we're leaving. We're not staying in this land of our affliction. Brothers and sisters, the messenger of the covenant will suddenly appear in Elijah's temple or the nation of Islam before there's a victory or before there's defeat in this war that we're at the doorstep of. Brothers and sisters, when Iran and false Israel, this war turns into a full-scale war, the messenger of the covenant will suddenly come to Elijah's temple, giving them the angel and sharing with them the warning to flee. This will take place, brothers and sisters, when this war breaks out between Michael and his angels and the dragon and his angels. Michael and his angels being Mashfar Muhammad, Iran, Syria, and the Shia Muslims. Will go to war with the dragon, who is the House of Saud, Saudi Arabia, America, Britain, false Israel, brothers and sisters. That was the dragon and his angels. You also have others that are going to chime in, brothers and sisters, with on the side of the West. However, you have others that's going to be chiming in with the Shia Muslims in Iran and Syria and Master Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. And when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that her desolation is near. False Israel destruction will be this year, brothers and sisters. One more thing I wanted to say. Kind of skipped my brain. Skipped my mind. Oh well. Brothers and sisters, I can't think of it. I'm going to bring this to a close. Know that when false Israel destroyed America and Britain is going to attack all black, this happened simultaneously at the time of when false Israel is being destroyed. America and Britain is going to send out a national security alert to attack all blacks. And a messenger of the covenant will share through the Nation of Islam with the original black men and women and all blacks to flee. Flee to the mountains. Flee. And this warning will go out in due time, brothers and sisters. And we will give you the information that you need, because, brothers and sisters, what we share with you, they're listening. So understand that you will get you will know where to flee to, brothers and sisters. Now with that, I'm gonna bring this to a close and greet you in the greeting words of peace, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.